Are you hearing CNBC today? August 27th at 10:30? Oh boy, we're making new highs in the S&P, new highs in the Russell, new highs in the Dow, new highs in the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq just breached 8,000. Wow, the last time it broke a high like that was yesterday. Folks, if you're listening to this crap, let me draw a comparison. You live in Boston. The weatherman comes out and says, "We've had 250 inches of snow today. We're breaking all kinds of records." Is that your signal to go get a snowblower? Or I tell you what, come on. The market goes up, the market goes down. Of course she makes new highs and she makes new lows. It doesn't make any difference. If you got a foot of snow in your driveway, you need to get it out so you can go to work. You need to go out and shovel the yard. What the hell does that have to do with the stock market? If you got a 401k sitting there in cash, you need to do what? No, you don't have to buy stocks. Nope. And you don't have to short stocks. You can let it sit there and you can let it make, 1%, 2% in 10-year treasuries. Or you can trade stocks. Oh my goodness. Trade stocks. Go long when they're buying and go short when they're selling. Better yet, you really want to make some money? You want to sell when they're buying. And you want to buy when they're selling. Go look at Caddyshack. Even Rodney Dangerfield had that figured out. But how, Bagger? But how? The market's rigged. We got high frequency traders. We got all the manipulation. We got Trump. We got this. We got that. Yes, it's a rigged game. Nobody owes you anything or owes me anything. None of this is fair. Life isn't fair. Capitalism isn't fair. Look at the Trumpster. For an example, no different than the Clintons. Doesn't matter. Either aisle. Even the McCainiac, and I don't want to pick on his, God rest his soul, but he was a gamer as well. Let's call it a spade a spade. You need to get an education. That's the signal. If you're listening to CNBC, you can trade these markets, but you need to know how. If the high frequency traders, scare you, that's an old story. That's an old story. But if they trouble you, use limit orders. Keep your order size small. Okay, they scalp you on 100 shares, it'll only be a few pennies. You put 1,000 shares into a trade and you do it at a market order, yes, you're going to get scalped, especially on shares of stock and especially on options. If you put in limit orders, you can limit that effect. If you want to trade in size, use futures and pick your price. But the bottom line is this constant hype should be a signal to you to get an education. Okay, you can actually see the prices actually coming back. This is Swing Machine. I was getting a kick out of it. Bob Pisani had a guy on, and he's just, we got an ETF that we trade with a machine. Well, garbage in, garbage out. And where the hell you been? We've been doing this for 15 years. Look, Swing Machine, ES. Now, I would have liked to have taken my bread a little earlier here, but the machine went long August 23rd at 11 o'clock, one contract up 1,500. The Russell, August 16th, up 2230. The Dow up August 24th, 1315. NQ up 2,500 on August 22nd, 1,500. What is this? $8,000 since August 22nd. You didn't have to listen to Bob Pisani. You didn't have to subscribe to the IBD. You didn't have to listen to anybody on Twitter. And better yet, you don't even have to listen to me. Because we share these signals on the time frame that you want intraday. Can't make it any simpler. Don't make it more than what it is. Yes, this thing is a rigged game. The whole thing is rigged. Nothing is what you think or thought it was. It's time to come to grips with it. You know, the whole thing, the whole Washington, D.C. thing. You know, the only thing real there is maybe the History Museum for the Smithsonian. The rest of these big buildings, they're full of people. Greedy people. Cheating people. You know? Did you hear how the chairperson of the president of the CDC, the former president of the CDC, just got arrested on sex charges? My God, these institutions are not what you think they are. They are not smarter than you. They are not fair to you. They don't have your interest at stake. They're nothing. So, you work real hard. You're like us. I'm not a professional. I'm not a broker. I'm not a broker. Not a financial advisor. I just work damn hard for my bread, and I don't like it being stolen. And I don't like being lied to. And the market does that every single day. How do we discern the truth? Right here. Right here on the time frame that we want. On the market that we choose to trade. That hard, that simple. Now, can you do this? Yes. These aren't moving averages. You know, if you want to roll, set forward and block off some years of your time and learn how to program and learn how to back test and learn how to forward test and learn how to code and work 80 hours plus a week and weekends in simulation, in real, committing real money and losing and putting on, back into sim and working it all out, working out all the bugs, you know what? All the power to you. However, if somehow, some way you found us and you want to turn off all the noise and our message resonates with you over Bob Pisani or over God knows the rest of them on the Contrarian News Bubble channel, then feel free to subscribe. I can't promise you you'll make money. Can't promise you that you'll learn. I can promise you they'll probably never look at the markets the same way. I'm not telling you how to think or what to think or what's real, what isn't. I mean, that's going to be up to you. But I can promise you one thing. If and when in these markets will turn around, we will see them first. And if you're watching CNBC, you will see them last. I'm Bag of Dawn at StockMarketCaddy.com. Today is just another day. It's another snowstorm. Okay? We're shoveling the snow. Although it's not nearly as hard. In a beautiful air-conditioned home, sitting on a golf course, doing what we do. So I don't have to shovel snow. And the last thing I want to do is have to shovel the shit that comes out of CNBC day in and day out. And all the stock pimps and whores surrounding this business. Harsh words, but it's the truth. I do not come from the financial industry. Thank God. Good luck, everybody.